Katy Perry just publicly torched the White House after official government accounts slapped her hit song Firework over footage of military airstrikes targeting Iran. Using an inspirational pop anthem to soundtrack actual bomb strikes is an unhinged way to run official communications. The caption literally read, "Iran has been warned," right as the chorus hit over exploding targets. Perry fired back instantly, stating she was deeply appalled to see a track meant for healing weaponized for warfare without permission. The internet is completely melting down over the sheer absurdity, but this is far from a simple copyright mistake by a rogue intern. Stick around, because a messy personal feud involving a former foreign prime minister makes this whole setup way more sinister than a basic copyright claim. Welcome back to the channel, let's get right into it. The backlash was instant and furious across every social platform. Within minutes of the video going live on the official White House TikTok account, comment sections exploded with users questioning who authorized the edit. Online sleuths quickly pointed out the jarring contrast between a global self-empowerment anthem and high-definition footage of military ordnance hitting foreign targets. Katy Perry did not hold back in her response, releasing a statement that made her stance crystal clear. She expressed absolute disgust at her music being repurposed as a backing track for state violence, emphasizing that the song was crafted to offer hope to individuals navigating their darkest personal moments, not to celebrate destruction. She explicitly confirmed that no one requested permission to license the track, nor would she ever approve such a use case. Zero permission, absolute chaos. For a pop superstar who has spent over a decade carefully managing her public brand, this was a direct assault on her intellectual property and core messaging. The internet immediately split into opposing camps. On Twitter and Reddit, critics called out the administration for blatant copyright infringement and tone-deaf messaging, while political loyalists dismissed her outrage as selective activism. To understand why this situation spiraled so quickly, you have to look at the escalating tension between the administration and high-profile recording artists. This is far from an isolated incident. Over the past few election cycles, a growing list of musicians including Celine Dion, Village People, and the estate of Prince have issued formal cease-and-desist letters to stop political campaigns from using their catalog. The pattern is always identical. A track gets played at a high-profile rally or featured in online promo clips. The artist publicly disavows the usage, and legal teams threaten federal litigation. The political strategists behind these accounts know exactly what they are doing, exploiting delayed takedown procedures on short-form video platforms to farm millions of organic views before any formal copyright claim can be processed. In this case, the engagement metrics were staggering. By the time legal threats were drafted, the clip had already accumulated millions of impressions across social feeds. The algorithm rewarded the outrageous combination of pop culture and military strength, driving massive reach for the account. Does a government agency hijacking a pop anthem for military hype cross into pure copyright theft? Or is this just the inevitable reality of modern political messaging on short-form video? Drop your take on where the legal line should be drawn. But critics point out the hypocritical nature of using private intellectual property to project government authority. When asked about similar music disputes in the past, representatives routinely fall back on broad executive claims, arguing that public figures have sweeping authority to utilize media for national messaging. While the legal battle brews in the background, a much messier narrative is driving the viral conversation online. Internet sleuths quickly connected the dots between Katy Perry's recent personal life and the administration's choice of music. Just weeks before the military video was uploaded, Perry made headlines across international media after featuring former Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau in a promotional teaser for her latest single. Trudeau has long been a vocal political adversary of the American administration, frequently exchanging personal jabs in the press. The online reaction from conservative commentators to Perry's teaser was immediate and hostile, with social media influencers framing the appearance as a deliberate political statement. That context turned what looked like a random song choice into what many online observers are calling a calculated piece of political trolling. Users across TikTok and Reddit began speculating that using Firework over Airstrike footage was a deliberate attempt to provoke both Perry and her high-profile partner. Allegedly, digital strategists inside the media team saw an opportunity to hijack Perry's trending name for their own media cycle, intentionally picking her most recognizable track to maximize shock value. Think about that for a second. Official government comms running on pure internet trolling. Whether it was a coordinated retaliatory move or just an unbelievable coincidence, the result was an immediate explosion of outrage that completely dominated the news cycle for 48 hours. This strategy of leveraging high-profile controversy for viral engagement has become a standard playbook. The goal is no longer clear policy communication, but maximum digital disruption. When an administration uses a mega pop star's anthem in a combat edit, they are looking for a reaction. Every news article, reaction stream, and outrage tweet simply amplifies the original message, giving the campaign free exposure that money cannot buy. It worked. At least for the algorithm. Celebrities are caught in a trap where staying silent allows their brand to be co-opted, but speaking out provides the exact publicity spike the media team wanted in the first place. However, this aggressive media tactic carries massive long-term risks for everyone involved. By repeatedly alienating major cultural figures, political campaigns risk completely alienating younger demographics who view these artists as cultural icons. Online communities are increasingly calling out what they see as blatant clout chasing by government accounts, expressing exhaustion over constant social media drama. For Katy Perry, the situation places her squarely in the middle of a hyper-partisan political war, a position most mainstream pop stars actively try to avoid to protect their commercial appeal. What started as a simple music track on a short-form video app has evolved into a high-stakes standoff over intellectual property, political messaging, and digital ethics. Legal experts suggest this case could finally force major social media platforms to revise their copyright protection tools for government accounts, closing the loophole that allows unauthorized music usage under the guise of public record. When political accounts intentionally bait pop stars to drive engagement, are celebrities playing right into their hands by publicly clapping back? Curious to see if you think staying quiet would have been a smarter move here. Meanwhile, the internet remains completely divided over who actually won this viral trade-off. Did the administration successfully hijack the media narrative, or did they overstep so severely that the legal consequences will outweigh the temporary clout? At the end of the day, using an empowerment pop anthem to hype up airstrikes proves just how far modern political media will go for quick clout. The White House got its viral moment, Katy Perry defended her brand, and the algorithm fed off the chaos. The legal fallout is only getting started. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button and hit subscribe so you never miss the next deep dive. Stay sharp, leave your thoughts below, and I'll see you in the next one.